Hello. Hello, Des. Hello, Tony. Hope you're both still here. Just got one more thing to do here. Oh, I've got to hit send. That's why it's not showing up. There we go. Hit thumbs up while I'm here. Okay, I have the link pinned to the top if anyone wants to come up. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Michael's Adventures. Hello, Mr. Bean. I don't know if I missed anyone here. I hope I didn't. Want to welcome everyone. And Tony, I'm glad you're here. I got a story for you. Had quite a scare on Thanksgiving Day. Well, that morning, reached up to get my necklace like I always do. Knocked down my headlamp. Well, instead of putting the necklace on, I laid it on my pillow and picked up the headlamp. I got to the truck stop, going to take a shower. Also, I realized I'm not wearing my necklace. So I'm thinking, what, did the string break on it or what? What happened to it? But I remembered knocking down my headlamp when I reached for it. I got home, right there on my pillow. So that made me feel good. I still got it. Hello, Laura. Good to have you here. It's raining today. At least it's not snowing like it was last week. We still got some snow on the ground, but a lot less than we did. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't lose it too. That had me worried. When I got home, laying right there on my pillow. So I was glad to see that. Got some propane, so nice and warm in here now. It rained out yesterday afternoon. So last night it got down to 37 in here. It was okay when I was in bed because I was good warm under the blankets. Just didn't want to get out from underneath blankets this morning. Hello, Baldwin Family Farm. Good to have you here. And that reminds me, if anyone wants to drop your channel link, just type in King. Nightbot will drop your link. Just like Baldwin Family Farm. I wish it was 58 here. We're supposed to be in the 50s on Wednesday. But other than that, 30s and 40s for the next 10 days. But I'll even take that. There was a couple days, there's a chance of snow mixed with rain, but no accumulation. Not predicting any accumulation at all for the next 10 days. It's going to be mostly rain, so that's not going to be too bad. Not that I'm looking forward to any more rain, because everything's flooded now. But I'll take the rain over the snow, that's for sure. You want to come up with me, Superman? Laying next to me, so you might just won't be on camera. Here's Superman. And the camera shy. No, he said not a chance. Well, good for you, Tony. Yeah, warm is always better. Years ago, I didn't think so, but now I'd rather take triple-digit heat than to deal with these cold temperatures. Yeah, I guess Superman changed his mind now. Okay, Tony, sounds good. Yeah, this kitty is pretty bonded to me. Had a fire when he was a kitten. He was about 2 months old. And he got hurt the worst out of any of the cats. I don't know if you really can see it, but top of this ear here, that got burned off. About 1/8 of an inch or so. Kind of hard to see, but it curls over a little bit. Hello, Dwayne. Good to have you here. Hello, Eddie. Good to have you here. Hello, BC Treasure Trails. Good to have you here. Yeah, he lost all his hair. And he got very cold. Because it was during February. He got very cold, so he laid under the blanket with me a lot. And he's been very tight with me ever since. They all like spending time with me. But this one, he really sticks close to me. Cam down a little bit so people can see you. You just sneezed on me. Good boy. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I had a good Thanksgiving. My neighbor fixed me a plate of food. Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, dressing, deviled eggs, celery with cream cheese, dinner roll. But pretty good. Hello, our life off grid. Good to have you here. Hello, Tiny Farm Nuggets. I'm assuming, Deborah, since you're starting supper. Hello, Raquel. Good to have you here. Hello, Alice. Good to have you here. Yes, it was. Very good dinner. I normally go to the restaurant and get the Thanksgiving dinner they have, but they decided to close this year, so I'm glad I was still able to get a good home cooked meal. Hello, Tony.
Hi, Peter. How you doing?
Not doing too bad. Well, sorry about that, Brett, but I didn't think Deborah would let you cook anything. That sounds dangerous. Hello, Nancy. Good to have you here. I like that nice blue sky there, Tony.
Yeah, it's pretty nice here right now. Not much longer. The sun's going to go down. I'll have to bundle up a little bit, but finally got rid of the thermals.
It's been raining here since noon.
Now, it's been beautiful for me. It's been beautiful for a couple of weeks, but very cold. Today wasn't bad. I think the low today was 28, so that was pretty nice to come outside and it's not 9 degrees, you know.
Watch out, Superman. We've got 38 right now. Get down to 28 last night.
That's not too bad. I mean, I don't mind the 28. You know, after being in 9 and 10 and 11 for the last week, it was nice this morning to get up and not have full on ice outside.
Hello, Eagles Trekker. Good to have you here.
Of course, everybody talking about football. I don't even know what that is.
What's that?
I don't do football. Not for many years, at least.
Yeah, I'm not really a big sports fan at all.
I watched the last game I watched. I think it was the Seahawks Super Bowl. That's the only game I watched that year because I'm a Seahawks fan. Outside of that, I pretty much gave up when there were no more Oakland Raiders.
I used to watch some of the Yankees games and listen to some of them the radio with my father because he was a real big Yankees fan. But really, that's the only sport that I really have had any interest whatsoever in. I know I'm gonna make some people mad by saying that, but
I don't mind radio for football, but boy, for baseball and basketball, no. I know some of the places I've camped, that's all I can get is sports on the radio, and well, what am I listening to? I'm listening to whatever's on the radio.
Yep. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. I got a little backpacking radio I almost always take with me, and places where you know the phones don't work, so I can't get my music through my phone. I don't download anything because I really don't have the space on the phone to do any more than I've already done with it. So it's a little portable radio.
I don't have a radio at all right now. I need to get one. Last radio I had was a little cheap one I had, and it didn't work too well. And it quit working altogether after a while. So if the internet goes down, then I've got nothing.
Yeah. That's why, you know, when I'm out camping and stuff, I like to have, you know, my little portable radio because, you know, at least I can get it, maybe a radio station. But I know some of the places I've camped, it's the radio station isn't one I really want to listen to. Do it anyway, you know, on some of the Spanish stations. I don't speak Spanish, don't understand it very well, but got a good beat.
Yeah, when they're playing music, it's okay. But when they're announcing stuff, giving out the news and stuff, then that isn't so great.
Yeah.
Look,
And my radio must be in my backpack. Kind of blinded in one eye right now. Sun's going down. Got about another 15 minutes, it looks like.
Yeah, our sun's been down for a while here.
Yeah, once it goes down, it'll start dropping a little bit. Pop a wheelie in the Jeep. Last time I tried that, I broke a drive shaft.
And we never
Plus,
got
that was
too
a
warm today, so we
two-door,
don't have to worry about dropping too much tonight.
Yeah, we'll drop 30 degrees. Kind of crazy to think about.
38 right now. I don't even know if it's supposed to drop below freezing here tonight.
I haven't even looked. Hopefully not.
I don't think it is. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to rain all night.
Nope, our low tonight is 36. So it's only going to drop 20 degrees. I'll take it. Yeah, the Grand Cherokees, I used to have a 99 and a 96 and loved those things. The V8 power was just nice.
You're not even supposed to be any change between tonight and tomorrow. Upper 30s tonight, upper 30s tomorrow.
Nice. A little reprieve.
Yeah. Maybe
As long as it's not horribly rainy.
Tuesday's supposed to be nice. Sunny and in the lower 40s. Wednesday's supposed to be mid-50s, but it's supposed to start raining again Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know when the next time I see rain will be. It'll be a while.
Right through December 6th, we're not supposed to drop below 30 degrees.
That's pretty good for you.
Yes, it is. Very good. I won't complain about that.
Nope. Neither will the animals.
Hello, Jewish Redneck Prepper. Good to have you here. Yeah, my chickens are a little happier now. The snow's getting down. They're venturing out. Today, they didn't go too far. They came out a little bit, went right back in the coop. They didn't want to be out in the rain.
Right.
But they kind of enjoyed yesterday. It was nice yesterday. It was in the 50s. Sunny.
I'm definitely enjoying it in the 50s. Like I said, last week, it's been rough in the mornings being outside, you know, it's very low temperatures.
Nice and warm in here tonight. I'm taking
That's
advantage
good.
of propane. I got it 54 degrees in here right now.
Oh, man, you're doing good.
I normally keep it between 45 and 50.
Right.
Hello, Mountain Moon Adventures. Good to have you here.
I don't mind 40 to 50. I mean, decent temperatures, you know.
I prefer to have it above 45, but I can take 35, 40, no problem. It's just I hate to
Oh,
come up underneath the blankets in the morning.
yeah, that's true. I know I've been sleeping in the motorhome the last, 3 weeks we've been traveling, and it's so hot in there. Right now I think it's 85 degrees inside. It's like,
I
oh
can't
boy, I
sleep
don't
in
even want to go in.
that. Don't blame you.
Get used to being out in the cold all the time. That's not comfortable in there.
No.
Hey, Mountain Moon. Let's see here. Now I've got videos scheduled out almost the end of December now. And that's a video every 2 days. Just trying to keep up with this road trip. Well, you know what you call a frozen chicken? Dinner.
You talk about putting chickens in the freezer. I said, well, if you put them in the freezer, they're going to freeze to death.
But they'll still be good when you thaw them out.
Hey, can you imagine if someone didn't actually know what freezer camp meant? And you start talking about sending chickens to freezer camp.
It could be confusing for some, for sure. Oh, your hens are laying. That's good for this time of year.
Mine have
Well,
slowed down, but they're still laying.
Yeah, we usually get down to about 20% of normal productivity with our chickens when we had them, when it was really cold out. But once it warm up, they drop more eggs like crazy.
It looks like my Buff Orpingtons have stopped laying because they lay a bigger egg and it's a little bit darker brown. The ones I'm getting are the I don't want to say small, make you think they're small eggs, but they're probably large eggs. And I think the Buff Orpingtons are extra large. I'm still getting most days 2 of the large eggs. They're a little bit lighter, and that's coming from my Black Astalorp and Rhode Island Red.
Mm.
They're pretty much laying every day.
Well, that's good. As long as they keep that up, they keep you in eggs.
Yep. I was getting 1 Buff Orpington egg about every 2 or 3 days from 2 of them. So they had sold way down. And I haven't even got a Buff Orpington egg in probably 2 weeks now. So I think they gave up on me.
It could be. Yeah, we always had our chickens free range too. Well, not totally free range. We had, fenced in 1 acre, but we let the chickens have at it. And that did great until the raccoons found them.
Mine are free ranging right now. The snow did a lot of damage to my chicken run.
Oh, I'm sure.
Plus, landlord's pigs tore part of it down, but that wasn't so bad what they tore down. But then when the snow got down, I actually could start looking at it. There's one a good sized tree. It's probably 6 inches in diameter that the snow brought down. That's laying across the fence. And all I got to cut that off with was a handsaw. So I'm not going to do it. And there's some smaller limbs on it. So I said, the heck with it. They can free range for now. And when I get my other run enclosed, I'll put them in there. Because they're not going to
Right.
go anywhere.
No, they don't.
Anyways. Hello, Dick Chicken. Good to have you here.
Holy cow, 6 inches of rain. Woo!
I don't know what we got today, but we got a lot. I'd say we probably got nowhere near 6 inches, but I'm sure we got an inch this afternoon, inch and a half, maybe more.
Yeah, I haven't seen rain since I left Chehalis, Washington on November 10th.
It poured for a while.
Look, I keep looking at these new rocks I just picked up. They're pretty cool.
Of course, WeatherBug doesn't have today's precipitation updated, so that's not doing me any good.
Yeah, my computer barely keeps up. I have to make sure it knows exactly where I am. My phone tracks me, but show us the rocks. I don't know. That sounds like too much fun. All right, here's one.
That's
Sunlight's
nice.
not shining on it, but I picked it up because of this. Looks like a sheep or buffalo or something like that on it.
Yeah, I was thinking buffalo when I first saw that.
Yeah. Now the others are just simple rocks. You know, a rock catches my eye because of the colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be hard to really tell, but the green on it, probably looking at me, it isn't it? But the green on it is translucent. The light actually shines through it. Which is pretty cool. Then I found a couple pieces of petrified wood that were kind of unique in the colors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This one's not bad. The other one I picked up because one edge of it had the striping, and then it's kind of a pinkish color.
Yep.
But that's all I get today. I looked at a whole ton of rocks, but.
Hello, Fanatic Connecting Guru. Good to have you here. Hello, Sweeney's Creek Farm. Good to have you here.
Yeah, so once I get down to where I'm going to be for a little while, I'll have to make some more necklaces and start sending out to the people I've missed. Yeah, I'm addicted, Alice. Always got lots of rocks, just right handy. Those are just my new ones.
You do a good job at that.
Put them in my little rock bag here. Still haven't found one me to make a necklace out of. One day. The one with the little buffalo on it's pretty tempting though.
I hear rain hitting the roof now.
That's the problem, Tiny Farm Nuggets. You pick them up, put them in your pockets, somehow they end up in your head.
You know, he's not lying there. Hello, Paula. Good to have you here.
The thing I like about rock, especially the ones that get off the ground, is I always remember exactly where I picked it up. Every time I pick it up again, I remember picking it up for the first time, and that's what I love about rocks.
Hello, our life off grid.
I will say where I'm camped right now, this guy has tons of quartz, pink quartz, and big chunks of it all over this property. I'm at Boondocker's Welcome Place, private property, and he has a whole ton of it. And he's like, well, yeah, if you walk over this part of the driveway and look up there, you can see where they all came from. And sure enough, walk over and look at the hillside, you can see a big old white section of hill. Actually, let me go grab one from his stash over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Sounds good. Easy. Look him over. Here's Daisy. She's usually pretty camera shy. Oh, she's gonna be good tonight.
Yeah, he has a very large stash out there. This is just a small chunk. He has some really huge chunks of this stuff.
That'll make one hell of a necklace.
That would be a little much, maybe. It's pretty big. I was looking through his pile, see if he had any smaller ones I could snag from him, but no, this is about as small as he's got. I'd have to bust it up and start cutting it, man. Oh, I got my wife's up there. She won't ride on top of the Jeep, though.
You got a knot in your tail, Daisy. Let me get that out for you.
Sounds like somebody just pulled in here. Might get noisy a little bit. Always a dog barking in the background, too. She's calming down. Maybe my dog will be quiet. Yeah, this guy's got rocks like this out here. About the size you can just barely pick up. Hey, chicken.
Hi.
Hello, chicken.
We got a lot of rain here earlier today. It's stopped finally, but there's a lot of flooding in my town right now. Don't know how much you all got, but got too much over here.
We didn't get anywhere near 6 inches, but we got a lot of rain today. It stopped for a while, and then it just started back up. But it sounds like it's letting up again now.
It's raining a little bit over here, but like it's not really raining. Like I can feel it, but it's not really raining. because like it's not hitting the ground at all. It's like it can start pouring rain at any moment because it's supposed to rain like another half inch tonight, but hope we don't get any more flooding like we already did today. The chicken yard had a lot of mud in it. The chickens were not very pleased when water was starting to run through their yard. And that was over the course of like 8 hours, 9 hours. We got 7 inches of rain, 6 inches of rain, 7. Whether it was one day, we got almost 9 inches of rain in just 2 hours.
They got my chickens up where it's a little bit higher. They're not a fan of water.
Had to upgrade the flannel to a little bit more insulation. My favorite kind of rock is carnelian. The carnelian agate is my favorite kind of rock. Which I think I have one somewhere.
Oh, Bird Nest, good to have you here.
This is one I found at a festival one time.
That's nice.
Yeah. I couldn't pass it when I saw it, at this guy's vending spot. I was like, all right, how much? I was already pulling out the money. I didn't care,
Yeah.
So, $8, no big deal. Looks like my internet's a little choppy. Yeah. I'm going to have to drop for a few till these people get settled. There's going to be a lot of noise. I don't want to bother you guys with it.
Okay.
But I'll probably pop back up one way or another.
Okay. I'll be here for probably another hour. Okay, if anyone else wants to come up, you're more than welcome. Hoping I can get out and get some stuff done in between the rain this week. At least it's not going to be snowing and a little more snow melting every day, so that's a good thing. Yes, I did. I got a new generator. Had a subscriber buy that for me, and it got delivered yesterday. And just in time. Because I was going to start up my old generator and make lunch yesterday. And then after lunch, I was going to unbox a new one, read through the instruction manual, see what I had to do and stuff, and put the oil and gas in it and fire it up. Well, I'm going to have a couple bagels for lunch yesterday. Start up the old generator, put the bagels in. And before the bagels got done, it stalled. And I couldn't get it started again. So then I had to get the new one going. That's running beautiful. A lot better on gas, a lot quieter. I really like that. Welcome back, chicken.
Yeah, it started to rain a little bit over here, and it's really windy right now. It's like it blew like some of that mist onto the screen. And when I tried to click another button, I ended up clicking the home button. And every time I tried to attempt saying, "Oh, I accidentally clicked the home button," because of like the rain or something like that, it would say something completely different. So I had like 5 attempts in the chat, and all of them were just failed attempts. So I am I'm just trying to do as much as I can tonight here, but inside the house is just too chaotic, so I do it out here.
I just got a waterproof case. I didn't get it yet, but I ordered a waterproof case for my phone.
Yeah, my case is waterproof, but sometimes sometimes water gets in it, and yeah, it just causes chaos like that.
I know exactly what you talk about because I lost everything I was trying to film one day because of the touchscreen getting wet.
I once filmed. I remember back in July 2021, my average video was like 40 minutes long, so like I would always put a lot of hours into filming those things. And the one that took me the longest to film was an old 35-minute video I filmed about raising baby chickens. Full 35-minute documentary. Took me 2 days to film. My first attempt filming that video, I got almost 1 hour of footage, and my camera crashed right after I filmed the last clip. And I clicked the wrong button, and I formatted all of that work that I spent, and it was awful having to put up with that.
Yep, I know what you talk about. Hello, Big Nick.
Right.
Hello, Sue. Good to have you here. Yeah, the Amazon was having Cyber Monday sale. Even though it was Saturday yesterday. So I ordered that. It was on sale for $8.49, I think it was. And then if you click the checkbox on there, you can get an additional $3 off it. So I got that case for $5.49, and it was originally, I don't know, like $16, $18, something like that. That's supposed to be here tomorrow.
Well, the camera I currently film on, the store I bought it from was for some reason doing an early Black Friday sale. I believe back in like October, late October. I don't know why they were doing it that early, but they just did. So before that, I filmed on a Hero 8. I don't know if you know a lot about GoPro, but I filmed on a Hero 8. And a Hero 8 is like, I believe, like $250. So I went to Best Buy with $250. And I looked at the cameras, and I realized that a Hero 9 was $250. So I decided to buy that. And it came a couple days later, and that's what I film on. But I'm so glad I didn't decide to go Black Friday shopping, because the waits on average in that store is probably over 5 hours per aisle. So I'm not going on Black Friday. I don't know if you went Black Friday shopping, but I just stayed in my room all day.
No, Friday I went to physical therapy, and that was that.
On Friday, I just stayed the whole day in my room and tried to get my YouTube channel to grow. That's why I post those random shorts that have absolutely no correlation to my long videos, just because they're just free views and subscribers, so that's why I do them. And like, I've noticed you haven't posted a short in almost a month, and like, I've noticed a lot of your shorts you post, they're really like view pulling. Like, one of them got almost 6,000. But one problem I have with those YouTube shorts is they remove the likes and subscribers you gain sometimes from there. I don't know if that's ever happened to you.
I've been having a big problem with them taking my subscribers away from me.
It's really annoying. They don't do it to me at like the same extent as they do to you. But last night, this morning I woke up, I was 1,207. And last night I went to bed, I was at 1,214 or something like that. they take a lot away from me, and I've actually lost a lot more subscribers. I think in my entire life, I've gained about 3,000. I've lost 67% of it, all because they just take away those subscribers and stuff like that. And it's really stupid. I don't see their side there.
They don't want me to get to 500.
I gave you a
They're-
shout out like last week on my stream, and you went from like I believe 469 to like 471. Then once the stream was done, we were down to 470. And you went from like I believe 469
Come
to
on.
like 471. Then once
Trying to check on me ahead now, but it's giving me problems. There we go. Didn't want to mute when I clicked on YouTube. Oh, I gained some this afternoon.
yeah.
I'm back up to 474 now.
I've noticed you've been losing a lot of subscribers recently. I'm like, why is this happening? Like, I literally have you on your channel page, and I bet that's gained you a couple. But I don't know why YouTube just takes those away. And it was just really... I've had that happen to me so many times. I remember I started my channel up, I believe, back in January 2021. And I gained a lot in one day. And just because I was at 10 subscribers and I went up to like 26 in one day, it took away more than half of those. By the next day, I was down to 15.
I hit 472 last weekend, and they took me back to, I think it was 458. And then I just gradually built up a little bit more, and then they kept knocking me back a couple. Then
Yeah.
yesterday, I think I hit 472 again, and then they took me back 468 or something like that. Now I'm up to 474. So
And I highly doubt a lot of them are just people unsubscribing. Like, I've probably lost like 3 or 4 that way. Probably more like 15 or 20. But I think it's just them removing inactive people. But I bet they've been doing this to a lot of channels. I've seen channels lose hundreds of subscribers. There was a channel just yesterday, I believe, that went from like 30-something million down to like 19 million, just like 8 hours.
I've had more than one person tell me, and it's subscribers that watch my videos every day, comment on them, and I've had 2 of them tell me that they got unsubscribed and had to resubscribe to me. So the inactivity has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Been channels that I have been unsubscribed from that I have been watching and commenting. Next thing you know, well, I haven't got a notification from ABC channel in a while. I go check and I'm not subscribed to them anymore.
That happens to me a lot of times. I think that actually, you got received 2 complaints about that, but that actually happened to me on your channel too, like 3 weeks ago. I was unsubscribed 5 times from your channel in the same day before it finally let my subscription stay. Like, I've been subscribed to your channel since I believe like July or August. But like the other week they removed almost every attempt I tried to, just because, I don't know, they thought I was like spam or something. They've unsubscribed me from probably over 300 channels before.
I haven't checked in a while, but the last I checked, I had lost about 150 subscribers. And I know it's got to be over 200 now. And I've only got 474 subscribers. That means that they've taken at least a third of my subscribers away.
Yeah. One way to check if it's actually like people unsubscribing is to like go to your videos and then like go to like the analytics on it and you can see like the subscribers. But like if you don't notice a substantial dip from that, it's probably just them playing with your channel because
Yeah, I know it's that I checked, see how many was unsubscribed during different videos and stuff, different lives, and it was like maybe 10. But they were showing that close to 150 had unsubscribed, so most of them they had taken.
I have lost probably close to like 18. The most I've ever lost from a video is 1. I've never lost more than 1 from a video, and that is substantially rare. I mean, sometimes I notice from shorts, they say like -1 or -2, but like that video has already gained me 40-something, 50-something subscribers, so it doesn't matter. And yes, I noticed that like the subscriber counts that like the gain in like the studio and then like the actual thing is different, but it's not showing me where they were moved or anything. I wish I had more data for that, but like they just casually just remove our subscribers. I bet it's happened to a lot of other people in our community.
Yep, it happens to everyone. Little Backpack Adventures, good to have you here.
Yeah. There was 1 month, this is August 2021, it was my worst performing month. I literally dropped videos that took me hours to make, and they got very few views, and during that entire month, I gained -1 subscribers. So that means I sort of went in a reverse. I started the month out at 72. I ended at 71. There were days where I would go up to 72 and then back down to 71 so quickly. I literally thought I was going to be stuck at 71 because they just kept removing them for from the end of July 2021 to like the middle of September 2021. Every time I gained a new subscriber, it was gone within an hour.
Yep, I know what you mean. Little Radio Man, good to have you here.
And then finally, they stopped doing that to me. And then one of my most proud videos I uploaded back then, it got 5 views. So I was like, I'm going to delete it and re-upload it since I still have the file. So I did that and uploaded it. It's actually my second most viewed video. No, my second most viewed long video, which I re-uploaded back in late September. And that video got me, I believe, 20-something subscribers. It was about my chickens going through a molt. Got about 1,000 views, and I was like that video, it started blowing up a little bit, and then it stopped for so long, and then back in May, it started randomly blowing up again. The video went from like 400 views to 1,000 views in just like 11 or 12 days. Now it's dead, but the video still got almost 50 likes, so.
Hello, Trout Slayer. Hello, KS24.
And they also,
good to have you here.
I don't know about you, but they also removed my likes from videos too. Back in July, I received a DM from one of my subscribers, or direct message, if you don't know what DM means. And they DM'd me telling me that they liked one of my videos back in July. And they said that as soon as they refreshed the page, it was back down to 1. And this was so annoying. It happened the entire month. I decided to go out on one day, I believe it was 108 degrees that day, and film a video. Working on the garden, I was doing all the things I could in the garden that day. Spent about 2 hours out there. Film a really proud video, upload it. It gets the views, but not the likes. Right after I published it, which is usually about 8 or 9 likes, it got those. It got like 12, 13 likes. But then I wake up the next day, go to the video, and it's at 1 like. And it does that to me for like the longest duration of time. It does that so often. It also happens with shorts too. Back a couple months ago, like about a month ago, I posted a video about my parakeet who lives in my bedroom. And I posted that video. It blew up. It got like 1.9 thousand views and I believe 180 likes. Got so many likes. I don't know if that was my phone or your phone because that sort of caught me off guard. But anyways, that video got 180 likes. And it's in the video and studio showing 1,900. But on the actual thing was showing 1,100. And it does that for hours. And then when it starts adding the views on, it starts removing likes. Now that video's down in the 50s. Feels like at 50 something. And the worst part about it is they didn't even remove any of the dislikes on it like they do with most of my videos. So that video is still stuck there with like 58 likes and 20 something dislikes on it. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but
I actually had a live yesterday that I was trying to like. It took me 4 tries to get the like to stick. I click like, and you know how it'll go dark and then the number will go up?
yeah.
It would do that, and then all of a sudden, it'd be blank again. Click it again, it'd be there, then all of a sudden, it disappeared. Did that 3 times in a row, and then the 4th time it stayed.
That has happened to me once. But sometimes I notice when I like a stream with like a low amount of likes. Like let's just say it has 4 likes I like, it goes up to 5. Let's just say I'm like the only person on that stream that liked. Let's just say I'm like the first like, and then automatically it goes up to 2 likes after that. I don't know why that happens, or if I'm the only one that happens. That happens to. It happens on my computer, not on my phone though. And other times they like remove my like as soon as I add it. Like on YouTube Shorts on computer, what I do is like I was scrolling through like my subscriptions feed, and I click on a short from a person I'm subscribed to. I like it. Let's just say it has 15 likes, goes up to 16. I scroll down, scroll back up, and it automatically goes back down to 15. It is so annoying when it does that. I don't know if that happens to you though.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Good night, Bird Nest. Good to have you here. Yeah, Backpack Adventures. I've had some shorts that I've gotten thousands of views on. One, I think I got 5,600 views on it. Got 10 subscribers from it. Another one, I got 2,600 views. Got 12 subscribers. But a lot of times, I don't get any subscribers, or maybe 1 or 2.
I hear what you're saying. And like I could post a short, and what I noticed is that one of my videos, back in October, I posted it, got 6,000 views, 65 likes, which is low for 6,000 views. Usually I'm at about like 100, 200 likes at about 6,000 views. But it was only at 65, and I gained 2 subscribers off of that video. But then a couple weeks ago, I had a short go absolutely crazy in like the first 30 minutes. Got 14,000 views. Got a lot of views very quickly. Got about 700 likes, and from that video, I gained 184 subscribers off of that video, which was very impressive. But they ended up removing more than 50 of them.
And you can't believe all the numbers either.
Yeah.
Because you know where they tell you the age range that your viewers are? I know that's not accurate. Because for about
that's completely inaccurate.
Like,
I noticed that
it was showing that I had no one in I can't remember the exact ages, but the ones from I think it was like 35 to 55. And there's 2 categories there. They were showing no views, which I know wasn't true because I'm in that age category and I was watching every one of my videos. And I had 2 channels I was watching, this channel and a channel just under my name. But they were showing I had no views from those age ranges. And I know there was other people in that age range that was watching.
Yeah. I post a lot of shorts.
It started showing.
Yeah. I post shorts, and the majority, like 70 or 80% of the views that come from my shorts, well, at least the ones I've been doing recently, about 70 or 80% of them are from the age ranges of 13 to like 26 or something like that. And I go to studio, and it says like I get 0.4% of my views from that age range. I get most of my views from like 35 to 50-year-olds on my channel, but not 13 to 30-year-olds, like, I get most of my views from. It does that to me too. Usually I notice that, like, on long videos, yeah, it's usually like 17 to 65 is the average ages on my long videos, but on my shorts it's 13 to like 19 or something like that. It just
I haven't
shows a
checked
weird
it.
content gap.
I haven't checked it in a while. Last time I checked it, they were saying almost half my views were from 65 and over. Which I know I've got a lot of younger people watching. I don't believe that over half my views are coming from 65 and over. Yeah, you're right there, Backpack Adventures. It's just random luck. No one can figure this stuff out. I know we're all trying.
Yeah.
Hello, RG
And their
Arizona.
times,
Good to have you here.
and also their times to post is also completely inaccurate for my channel. Like they say, oh, most of your viewers on Monday are on at like 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm like, I'm gonna go live at 6 p.m. on a Monday. So I do, and I got 3 people on that stream. And no one else came on that stream. And then I go live on Monday again at like 4 p.m. and I got like 18 people on that stream. So I find that the things there, a lot of those analytics are false.
Yes.
There's so many delays there. Like the actual analytics, they're super inaccurate. Like, I'm not really good at keeping up with real-time analytics. And I highly doubt that like 1.3% of my audience is in my age range of 13 to 17. I highly doubt any of that information is actually real because they're like, oh, like 0.4% of your audience is like 13 to 17. And my second lowest age range is 0.9% at 65 and older, which that's a little understandable, but I think I get a lot more views from that age range. Same with the other ones, but they show the majority are like 25 and older to like 25 to like 40 or something like that. And their analytics are the most inaccurate thing. Like they could show something completely different than it actually is. Like the live subscriber count is super bugged sometimes. I remember one day I lost 1 subscriber on my channel because they probably took it away from me. Because as soon as I get a shout out, I lose like half of them. I went up to like 144 and I was down to I went up to like 150. And then I woke up, I was down to 149, and I checked my studio analytics, and they're saying about 143. But on the actual YouTube page, it's telling me I have like 149. Then I go back, and I gain 1 subscriber, go back up to 150. And then all of a sudden, the data's showing 150 again. It does that a lot.
Yep.
And then I was at 200. On my main page, it was showing 207. But on the studio page, it was showing 194. And then, I don't know if this ever happens to you when you reach a new 100, but I remember I just reached 200. I went up to 203. Then right before I went to bed, it was about like 1 a.m. I was magically down to 199. I don't know why that happened to me. I gained plenty that day. I went up to 200 the day before, and then I was up to 205 the next day, and then I was back down to 199. Did that to me so many times when I reached 200. I don't know if that's ever happened to you though. Where like they take away a big chunk of your subscribers when you reach a new milestone. Like when I reached 100 because I got a shout out. Almost as soon as I got a shout out, my subscribers went from 92 to 100, then back down to 92. And the next day, I go to my YouTube studio, wake up the next day, and back up to 100. I don't know how that just magically happens, but it does. They take them away and then add some and then take some away. It's so weird. I've had it happen way too many times to me, but it's how we need to learn to live with these things. They're extremely inaccurate.
When I was pushing 300, I got excited. Well, before the week's over, I'm going to hit 300. Get up the next morning, 15 of them are gone. So then it took me another 2 weeks to get back to the point where I was.
And then I hit 600. I went up to like 615. Woke up the next day, I was back down to 599. And I was like, why? Not only do they take likes away from shorts, but they also remove subscribers that you gain off them legitimately. It's the weirdest thing.
Yes.
It's also super annoying. I've had shorts lose a lot of likes. And I was watching another channel over, I don't know if you've heard about Hands in the Dirt before. He has like 3,000 subscribers. I was watching one of his shorts. Got up to 30,000 views, but on the page he was showing 3,000. And it showed well over 1,000 likes, and then come back the next day, it's at like 515 and 30,000. And they removed more than half. I've had more than 80% of my likes removed because of that. And sometimes they don't even bother to remove anything. Like sometimes, very rarely, I'll have a video get a lot of views, and then they remove nothing from that video. But most of the time, they remove like half of the things from that video. Last night I was at like 1,214. By the next day, I was down again to like 1,007. Now that's more. Now I'm back to like 1,008, 1,009. But I'm constantly losing subscribers to the point where when someone in my life asks me what subscriber count I'm at, I always take my subscriber count and subtract 1 from it because I lose subscribers that often.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Like if I was at 905, I would always say, "Oh, I'm at 904," because I don't want to look stupid in front of people saying, "Oh, yeah, 905. I'm going to check your channel. It says 904." It's the most annoying thing ever. But I blew up super quickly in that, and we have to learn to live with all that. And I just wish they didn't do that, even though they're like legitimate likes. And like people said their likes were still there, but like he just removed them. Sometimes they remove all the likes. Sometimes they remove a couple. In fact, the other day I had a video get up to 83 likes, and by the next day it was back down to 22. In fact, that video is still up. You can check it. It's at like 1,000 views. It went from a really well-performing video to a really slim-performing video. So they do that a lot.
Yeah, I'm trying to find how many subscribers I've lost, but I can't find that on my phone. I know how to do it on my laptop, but I can't open up another window on my laptop right now because I'm going to risk having it freeze up. But I know it's a lot.
Probably well over 200 or 220 or something like that. So I've lost so many subscribers in my time that is not even funny anymore. It's like I lost more than 70% of my subscribers or something like that just because of like some weird things that they do.
Yep.
Now, remember when I was at 280, at that point, I would have already been past 1,000 if they didn't remove any of my subs. So they just do that. And they also removed my watch hours that I gained legitimately, not because it was gained over 365 days ago, because 1 year ago, I was gaining very few watch hours. So I doubt I went down by almost 200 in one day, because back a year ago, I was gaining 1 watch hour a week. Now I'm gaining about like 30 to 60 a day, but like last year, I was gaining 1 a week. So I highly doubt I went down from like 1,850 to like 1,650 in just one day or something like that. They take a lot away from me. I don't know how many watch hours you're at, but I am really trying to get up to my 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. Have a lot of things too, so because like if I'm monetized, then I could like actually start filming better videos but like working there, it's a really rough road. 4,000 watch hours take the longest. And I believe in 2023 we're going to be introducing a new like option. It's like 90 million shorts views in the last 90 days. 10 million, I believe, not 90 million. I think it's like 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days. And I've gained about 200,000 in the last 90 days. So I don't really think I can gain 90 million by that point. And plus, I'm hoping to get my 4K by the end of the year. So, and then I bet you when I'm getting a review, that's going to be like a nerve-wracking process because they say it takes like 27 days or something like that.
Have a good night, Kaz24. Have a good night, J. Marie. Good to have you here.
I don't know if you've ever had any of your videos ever taken down before, but I know another channel in our community, Micro Farmer, had one of his videos taken down before for like violent content or something like that. I've never had that happen, and I'm trying to keep it that way, but I've seen several videos be taken down for absolutely no reason. And those videos can contain thousands or even millions of views sometimes. I don't know if you've ever had a video like be taken down completely, but
No, I
I've seen it
haven't.
happen before. That's good. That's
You
never
see
happened to me too.
You see the comment that Tony just made? If they're not signed into YouTube, all they do will be removed. So, if they're not signed in, then the views, watch hours, and everything will be removed. I didn't know that.
They're really strict when it comes to gaining views and subscribers on your channel. They're really strict about that. It's really like hard. It used to be really easy to gain like views because back then they didn't have a system that if you were to gain 300 subscribers tonight, that 3/4 of them will be gone by tomorrow morning. Those 300 would likely stay unless someone unsubscribed, which would be like 2 or 3 of them. But like most of the times when I receive shoutouts, I've lost most of the subscribers off that. The only time I've ever had a successful shoutout was actually the one where I gained almost 200 subscribers in one day. I don't know what the most amount of subscribers that's changed for you in one day has been, but for me it's about like 130 something. But that's the only successful shoutout I've ever had without losing any subscribers off of anything. I don't even know if it was a shoutout because I literally look at my videos and there's like 3 of them that gained like 50 something subscribers in like 2 hours from them. And I don't really think it was a shoutout. I don't know. I don't know if you randomly jumped up in subscribers before.
The most I've ever had in a day is, I would say, around 15 or so. And that was a day that I got 10 or 12 subscribers from a short, and I also had a shout out that I got 4 or 5 from.
Yeah. There was a time period where every time I would gain a subscriber, it would be removed. And then there was a time period where I was stuck at 129 for a dreading amount of time. And I was stuck there for a super long period of time. But then all of a sudden, my shorts would never be pushed. Like, I actually have a test account where I test and see how shorts do. And a while ago, I thought that YouTube was just favoriting that channel. Like, I uploaded a video about, they uploaded a video on that channel before I realized that shorts would start doing good on this channel. Like, here, I'll tell you that about that in a minute. But on the channel, I uploaded one short, got like, I believe, like 6,000. And I uploaded that same short on this channel because on that channel, I just test and see what happens. And then this channel got like the amount of views I usually get, which is 20 to 30 on a short. But for the longest time, they wouldn't post any of my shorts. And then randomly, I made a video about a tomato I harvested on my garden. And that got up to 90 views. And the next day, I made a garden harvest. And then in August, I made a video about a corn plant. It took a day to blow up. It was the first video. That was the first short I made that actually got up to 1,000 views. And then I made a lot more like that. And then in September, I was sick with coronavirus. I had a couple shorts I uploaded. One of them got 1,000. The next day, another one got a 1,000. Now I'm starting to realize that they started pushing my shorts, but it took so long for them to start pushing them. And then all of a sudden, the next day, I got 6,000 views in a short. And I feel like there's days where they push absolutely none of your content at all. Don't know if that's ever happened to you, but there's been days where I gain absolutely no views. And then, I'm like, whoa, that video did bad, so I like delete it sometimes. And then upload it the next day for like a second shot, and that video does good the next day. But for some reason, the day before, it did absolutely awful. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. Like, there's just days where you gain absolutely no views, and the next day you gain a lot more.
I don't know if you're subscribed to BeltLuke29 or not, but he's been
I
doing
am.
an experiment. Have you seen that experiment that he's doing?
Not
where
yet.
he subscribed to some random channels and then purposely never watched them. And then each week he goes back and checks see if he's still subscribed to them. He's still subscribed to them. They didn't remove him because he wasn't watching.
Yeah. But they like remove subscribers from me. Not really my subscribers, but like my subscriptions. A couple weeks ago I was at like I believe 420 something, and the next week I was at like 140 something. Because they removed like 300, 200, 300 from that thing because I just didn't watch their channel. Like I have like with channels like with this community, I'm probably gonna be watching all your channels until I just quit YouTube, which will probably be in like 70, 80 years. but back then, but with other channels outside of our community, which I sort of watch sometimes too, there would be phases where I watch their channel every day, and then one day I just stop watching it, and I don't come back to their channel for like 8 months, and the subscription is still there. And I don't come back to some. Yeah. I don't come back to a channel for like 2 days, and I'm automatically unsubscribed from them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh wow, the gutter is clogged. Yeah, one of my gutters got clogged today. The rain was just coming down so hard that like a piece of like tree debris flew into one of my gutters, and it started like overflowing. It's still clogged a bit, but like not really as much as it was earlier. I don't know if you've ever seen that heavy rain where like it starts like peeling off leaves and parts of trees sometimes. That's happened to me twice in my life. Once today, and a couple of years ago, we got 9 inches of rain in 2 hours. That was a big time. And that video's up on the channel. We've got 200 views. Post that video, and blew up. But other than that, that storm was weird. There was one. It was a Saturday, I believe, back in July 2021. I think it was July 18th or something like that. You can check the exact day that video was pushed out and then removed one day. That day, I was just sitting on the couch looking at the weather forecast. They were saying we're gonna get they were saying we're gonna get like 1/25th of an inch or 0.03 inches of rain. And then I come back and it starts pouring rain. And that rain band lasted for about 10 minutes. We got an inch. And then all of a sudden that band came back and we got, I don't know if you've ever looked at radar colors before, but over our house, there's a white over our house. That's like the heaviest rain, I think. And it was so heavy that like our driveway, since we have a gravel driveway connecting to our barn, about half of that driveway was wiped out in the flooding. Our chicken yard that was the first time there was genuinely moving water on, since on our farm, like 85% of our land is just a bunch of hills. There is legitimately a waterfall on one of those hills. And I think I have that video up. I'm probably gonna put out another one about that waterfall soon. But there was so much water coming down that waterfall there that like our entire backyard had like I believe like 24 inches of water in some spaces. And then we own, not really own, but like on our property there's like a brook or a stream. It doesn't have a name, but that does usually flow pretty quickly before the beaver dam was built. And there was a dam that was destroyed in a hurricane back in the 50s or something like that. And it caused water to start flowing there. It was the highest water that's ever been flying out of that thing. Ever. We had a 100-year flood over here. There's so much water that like it almost washed out the road. Nearly every bridge in my town was washed out because of that storm. And 4 towns away, it was perfectly sunny out there, not even any water on the pavement. I don't know if that's ever happened to you in the summer, where like in your town it's just pouring rain, you get an inch or two of rain, and you go over a couple towns and it was bright and sunny there. There was no rain ever accumulated there.
Yeah, actually, that happened here about 3 or 4 years ago. We got some rain, but it wasn't terrible. 10 miles north of here, They got 7 inches of rain that afternoon.
There's probably a lot of flooding there. The same thing happened today. Since we live on a mountain, our weather is so random up here. Like we're like on like one of the higher slopes up here in Litchfield County, and there was a storm here today. We got one of the heavier bands, I guess, and that band was over us for a couple hours. My phone was charging, so I wasn't able to film it, but it was coming down so hard for like 2 hours, and it was just so bad. There was like water, like here. I don't know if you could see all this right here, but this had literally like a waterfall on it earlier today. Battle had like a waterfall rolling down it. The road was a waterfall itself. The backyard was flooded. It was just that hard. Now it's all dried up. It dried out really quickly for some reason. But we were in a drought this summer. I don't know how dry it was up where you were at, since I know you're up in like upstate New York. But down here, it was awfully dry here.
Right
Like,
here,
the grass was dead.
we weren't that dry. We had about the right amount of rain most of the summer. The end of the summer got very, very wet. Last half of August and September was very wet. But beginning of the summer, it was about right. But in the southern part of the state, in the southern tier, they were in a drought.
Up here, we were in a red. I don't know if you know like the different stages of a drought, but there's like light red and dark red, and those are the worst. I was in a light red. The dark red was just a few miles north of here. And then right before that exceptional drought, since we were still in an extreme drought, got to us, we got one storm one day, got about an inch of rain. Another storm the next day. And that one was that lightning. I don't know if you heard about the story, but back in August, I was almost struck by lightning. That lightning stroke hit a tree right next to our barn. Yeah. It struck right next to the barn. That tree had a giant, massive hole in it, and that hole went down the entire tree. And during the duration of that storm, we got 4 inches of rain. And then after that, it started getting really wet, and our drought. I remember making a prediction over the summer saying our drought will begin to ease in September and go away in October. That's literally exactly when it went away. It went away on the first week of October, and and during September it really eased. And that was good because that's exactly what we wanted. We didn't want like the low water amounts here and on our farm we have like a brook, as I was describing earlier. That brook, it's really nice, but there's a beaver dam built there. So I bet you can imagine the little amount of water that's flying down that thing this summer. And it was so dry that like it wasn't even a brook anymore. It barely had any water in it. It wasn't even moving water anymore. Now it's back up to usual. But there was this one storm we got about, I believe, 5 inches of rain, 6 inches of rain. This was over the course of 2 days, so there wasn't really any flooding. But during that storm, it was so wet that like everything was like there wasn't any flooding in the road, but the streams and everything, that all had normal amounts of water in it. In fact, a little bit above average. I don't know if you've seen swells in rivers at all, but it's where like you get so much water that it starts overflowing its usual banks, and then an hour later it's done. This happened to our brook during that 9-inch rainstorm, and then that's what happened again during our. It's happened again during that storm again. We had the water was so during that 9-inch storm. We got water so quickly. The water was literally brown. Our road was almost washed down during the second storm. Fortunately, our brook wasn't brown, but it was a little contaminated. I don't know if you've seen contaminated water before. It's disgusting. And sometimes we have to walk through it just to get to the bus stop in the morning. It's awful to have to walk through contaminated water sometimes because we got 3 inches of rain. And the cars, 2-wheel drive cars cannot handle contaminated water or any type of water on the road for that matter. 4-wheel drive cars can handle it just fine, but 2-wheel drive cars can't. Like as soon as they go on the road, they like start floating, they like turn off, and some people die in those cars because there's just because like they just like start getting submerged. And I've seen videos of cars literally getting sunk in like mud and contaminated water on the streets before. It's terrifying.
Hello, Danny Days. Hello, J&B. I'll tell you what, J&B. Come and get some rain. We got plenty that you can come and get.
And over here, we got even more. It's just so wet today. Like, it's just awful. And, like, it's just undescribable how wet it was today. It's like the type of water that hasn't been seen in years here. And, yeah, you just don't want to see that much rain. But a little bit of rain is good sometimes, as long as it's not, like, anything huge. I don't know what the most amount of rain you've seen before is, but, like, we've seen a lot of rain in short periods of time here. This happens during the summer. You get these severe thunderstorms that roll through that bring rain and wind and sometimes hail that, like, there's this one time we got a hailstorm here. That hailstorm cost about $8,000 on our farm because the windows were broken on cars. That's just how awful the hail was during that storm. It's starting to rain again. I'm gonna get into the basement real quick. In the basement's an open door.
It's pouring here again now.
It just started raining again. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's what it's currently looking like outside. Yeah, it's not going to rain with us. Sorry, I have to trying to work as best as I can here. All right, out of the rain. I don't know how cold it was where you were at, but we got down really cold recently. Got real cold here.
Yes, the new generator is doing great.
That's good to hear.
It's running a lot quieter than the old one, and it uses a lot less gas.
That's good to hear.
Done everything I need it to do so far.
We lost heat in the house like last week because it was like 4 degrees at night. And fortunately, we have a wood stove and that kept our house from dipping below 60, but it's pretty cold in the house still. I believe the lowest temperature was like 58.
I've been running my air fryer. That takes 1,500 watts and has no problem running that. The only thing I'm not sure if it'd be able to do is the dryer. Because once it gets running, it's okay. But it takes a lot of power to get that drum spinning. And I'm not sure if 1,900 watts would do it. Well, actually, 2,400. I think 2,450 is the surge watts on it. That might do it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my video, J&B. Yeah, you must have saw it because you knew I had the new one. But I guess did not want to start after it stalled yesterday, so I don't know if I would have been able to get that running. Yeah, I don't know why it does use so much power, but it does. With my old generator, if I had sun drawing quite a little power, my fire wouldn't start. Once I figured that out and shut anything off that was drawing a lot of power, I could get it start no problem. And then once I got it running, then no problem because it doesn't take much power to spin that drum in there. But this is gonna work out a lot better. Because I actually can run it a lot more efficient now. I do have a clothesline in here, but I just use that for rain and snow and stuff. And since I've been having trouble with my washer anyway, all summer, either the generator wasn't working, the washer didn't want to work, or there wasn't any water. So I actually didn't do laundry here very much at all this summer. And now this time of the year, it's even harder because once the water freezes, then it takes a lot for it to thaw out. Like the water just thawed out yesterday from where it froze last week. So I had pretty much go to the laundromat all the time now. And it costs $3 to wash. And usually I get them dry about $1.25. So I just spend the extra $1.25 and just use the dryer there. That's easier bringing the clothes back home that way also. Because dry clothes weigh less than wet clothes do. In fact, once it quits raining tomorrow, it's supposed to just rain in the morning, clear up in the afternoon. I'll probably be going to the laundromat tomorrow. Well, I planned on ending this at 8 o'clock so I can go to Wendy's Live. What is it? Willow Way? Yes. Winter is a lot of extra work. So if anyone's got any questions or comments, we'll get that taken care of. I'm going to try to finish up here in the next few minutes. And anyone have any suggestions of what day would work out good to have on another live during the week? I know last week, since I couldn't do one on Sunday, I did it on Monday, and that went over very well. That was one of the most viewed lives that I've had. But I don't know if having back-to-back Sunday and Monday would work out as well. If you don't have any suggestions on that, let me know.
Yeah, I'd say Monday would work out. Yeah, I'd definitely say Monday would probably work out because, like, on Monday I don't really have a lot to do. And usually by that point I'm done with most of my to-do lists. So I'd say Monday at, like, the time you went live last week at. That would probably work out.
I think it was around 3 o'clock last week I started.
Yeah. I believe it was too.
I might give that a shot and see how that works out. Okay, I want to thank everyone for coming to the live. Even though most people have left now, but the ones that are left here, I want to thank you. And I'm going to go to Wendy's Live now.
All right.
And I'll try to do a live tomorrow. Well, everyone have a good night. And thank you to
All right.
Chicken.
Took me a couple tries to get on, but at the end, I ended up coming on and had a good time tonight. So yeah,
Appreciate it.
I'll see you guys later. And
Okay, good night, everyone.
yeah, good luck on your channels if you have any videos on them. And yeah, hopefully American Jose gets to his 500. Hopefully soon. And if YouTube takes away any more of your subscribers, I'm gonna make sure to shout you out as often as possible. Because I remember when you had a lot more subscribers than I did, and then all of a sudden I just like overtake like everyone around my channel size. I don't know how that happened, but it just did. So yeah, just want to thank everyone that subscribed to my channel, subscribed to his channel, and yeah, everyone, I'll be going. So let's catch you
I
all on
watched
the
a
later
couple of
live
your
Monday.
videos today. I didn't comment on them, but I watched them to help you out your watch hours. I'm going to try to watch some more of your videos. And
Yeah, and I'll
try to
say
get
the
you
shorts
back on
don't. Yeah, and I'll say the shorts don't get you the watch hours, the long videos do, and that's what really makes long videos really satisfying to make. Shorts are good for gaining subscribers. Like, they're really good to
Yes.
get your first 1K subscribers, but not really good for your 4K watch hours, because a lot of the times those people just subscribe to see the shorts and not the long videos. But I have seen some people go over to the long videos, though. So, yeah. Good luck on your channels, guys, and I'm gonna have to head out because I have to make sure all my chickens are there, since there's almost some wolves that got my chickens last night. Well, they're coyotes, but they're literally the size of wolves. But yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. So see you, everyone. Bye. Catch you in a later one too, hopefully.
Okay, good night.
Bye.